And all right, my loves. I don't even know how to do an intro to start this thing out. Because currently, this is what Tori is up at 3 a.m. in the morning thinking about, diving deep within myself. And how I even came to this subject that we are going to talk about was so random and so not where I was headed or what I was doing. uh, Quite frankly, if I'm really honest, guys, I was literally on YouTube Googling the freaking Megan, the whole TikTok, black creators on TikTok on strike, because just what's been going down about how they're not getting the credit and the same opportunities as individuals that are copying it. Like everyone's talking about just how bad, this dance is since they've been on strike. So, I just wanted to see, and I was just like appalled at, like, I can't even listen to Megan's song as I'm working out anymore. It's just that crazy. So, needless to say, um, 9 times out of 10, when we get into a place of strolling, going down the rabbit hole, of course, other things will come up on your channel and your feed. And there was this beautiful soul. I don't know her name exactly, but she was just talking about everything that I am built upon: self-love, self-worth, and self-acceptance. So I'm like, this sounds interesting. Let me just watch this video and let me check it out. I'll make sure that I'll link the video down below somewhere. But there was just an interesting conversation she was actually doing on another TikTok creator, self-love, self-worth, and self-acceptance, and the way that the world defines beauty. And there was this content creator that was saying, like, let's stop acknowledging. Well, I'll link that video down below because it's all there. But it was basically just saying that she's not body positive. She just believes that every body is valid. You don't need to. I don't want to try to rush the story, guys, and I leave something out, but just know that it was highly inspirational. It was highly for real, what I'm about. And I've always said it in my videos, just really loving yourself, really accepting yourself. She called it radical self-acceptance. I acknowledge it by is unconditional acceptance of self. And in this video, it was so moving. It was so everything that my little mind has been processing for like the last real year and a half, because it's no secret, Tori loves unconditional. I love unconditional love. I love unconditional acceptance, unconditional worth. Unconditional is liberating to me because it doesn't require anything. It simply allows you to be in whatever that being is. And to me, that is the most powerful state to be in. Within this video and how they just broke down like all of the beauty standards that women, and we've all found ourselves in there. And you know me, like, I already know when something about to get real, here come the tears. And one of my vows in this life, this current life, is to unconditionally love myself in its highest capacity that I can reach. and also to unconditionally accept myself in the highest capacity that I can reach, that's attainable for me. And, she went on this, she just started to break down the standards and just how like we're programmed. And I've, come to realize, at the game of life, at times when you want to get to a desired place, a desired, league, a desired status, there are certain things that you have to do. There are certain games that you have to play. There are certain games that if you want to win, you got to play. And a lot of that is based upon, with women in general, our looks. If we want a certain kind of lifestyle, if we want a certain kind of partner, or no matter what, we are force fed different kind of standards, ways to be, like you need to be, slim with a fat ass, or, we get the tummy tees and the shapers. And by no means am I discrediting any of that, because I get it. And me too has done it and doing it, not even done it, we do it. And I've realized that it's not that one thing is worse or better. No, it's all paths and it's all things to elevate you. It's all about your experience and what you want to experience. Okay. I get that on a spiritual level, there's no wrong. When we remove judgment, there is no wrong. It's about what you want to experience, what you want to have. And I get that. And for me, why I came here is to experience a step past radical, unconditional acceptance of self. And even with personal development, my favorite tools, and spirituality, something that is like woven in my heart, and it's even hard for me to like even say this. Those are tools and things that get you to shift into paths and things that you desire to experience and you desire to feel in a state of being. But when I sat with myself, and when I sat with the divine, and I sat with my spirit guides, I know what unconditional means. It simply allows you to be in whatever that being is. It does not require you to grow. It does not require you to expand. It does not require you to evolve. This is why ascension is a choice. This is why growth is a choice. And that, if you pick this, that's what's best for you. But that doesn't mean that you don't love yourself. But that's how we market it. If you do these things, that you love yourself. But in reality, no, that is not true. Because to say that puts a condition. And I don't know anybody that's, again, like I said, there are different experiences here. And for me, I realized that I desire to experience unconditional acceptance of self, which allows me to be in whatever that being is. And anything after that doesn't matter, because it is a condition. Now I know you like, well, Tori, that's crazy. So what? Do we just stay in a certain state, Truth be told, in the presence of unconditional love, in that kind of acceptance that does not require me to change, to be put in that state of unconditional acceptance and love, which simply allows me to be myself. I am forever changed. And I am allowed to bloom in whatever that blooming is. But I realize that there are a lot of flowers in the world that are daisies. Because daisies are, in, and daisies are what are accepted. But you're a rose. Or maybe there are a lot of roses, and roses are what accepted, and we're all like morphing into roses when you're a daisy. It's not to compare the rose or the daisy, but it's about being authentic and true to you. And I always say, love yourself in the light of day when you got everything together as the world says it, or even to your own standards. However, you need to love yourself when you are in your shit. You need to love yourself when you are in the dark. You need to love yourself when you need to look at you. You need to love your fart. Fall in love with your fart. And I say that because I don't care what kind of diet you have, how gorgeous you look or handsome you are, what kind of clothes, what kind of career you got. You ain't never getting away from that fart smelling a mess. So get comfortable with it. And that's what it's about for me. There are different paths, and this is why, I say personal development and spirituality is really the gateway that, you walk through to really experience you, to really get to know you. And I don't even know, if my thoughts are jumbled all around the place, but I just had to make this recording because this is what I was shedding this year. And you got to be okay. And not be okay, but just love those parts of you that are rejected. Because even in the midst of it, I was I love myself. But it's you love yourself, when you're doing something good for you, quote unquote, what's good for you, what's best for you. But do you love yourself when you just sat here and you fucked up a whole deal, or you just sat here and you wasted time, or you just sat here and ate a half a pan of fucking lasagna? Do you love yourself when you know damn well you shouldn't have did that? You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have acted that way. Do you love yourself? Or are you ridiculing yourself? Are you judging yourself? And I know some people well, you know what? We have certain standards in line, because if people didn't have that moral compass, things would happen. But hey, you know what, guys? That ain't what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about unconditional acceptance of self. In order to love yourself, you have to unconditionally accept you. The good and the not so good. And even to say, and I'm arguing with my spirit guys. I'm yeah, but I need to do that for growth. I need to do that, for my better good. But that's still a condition. And what my spirit guys broke it down to me, it's here we go. It's not to say that you don't need to elevate, you don't need to grow, but don't confuse that with self-love. Don't confuse that with the love. You are love in physical form. Am I making sense? Because that's the way that my guys gave it to me. They was you need to just realize there are certain paths and certain things that you desire to experience in life. So yes, you have to do and go about certain things, but That has nothing to do with whether you love yourself or not. Self-love is not something that you can see. Self-love is a vibration. It's a frequency. And I know this all too well, my loves, because I have dealt with some of the most inspiring, never drop names. I don't follow them on social media because you know what? I don't follow all but 90 people. Like you'll see them. But like influencers that people watch, that people, like idolize their lives. And I do self-love sessions with these beautiful, talented, amazing individuals. And I'm going to tell you, energetically, I was questioning my intuition. I was like, no, Spirit, there's no way. She looks like she is just living her life. She is just smitten the way she carries herself. She loves herself. And Spirit was showing me something different. And I was like scared to even bring it up in a session because I just felt like this is going to sound crazy. I'm going to be looked at like I'm like, maybe my intuition is tripping. This is not adding up. And Spirit told me to go ahead and just give the message. I gave the message. The girl broke down crying. And then that's when the truth is revealed. A lot of us do these things so we can be accepted. A lot of us do these things so we can get to a certain level or a place. This is why a self-love journey is personal. It's only for you. It's for you to discover yourself. It's for you to get in tune with yourself as much as you can. I'm not here to say right or wrong. I take out judgment. I get it. I know the game. And I also know unconditional. It means there is no conditions. And if I'm completely honest, like, I've come to the realization that, like, did I really love people? I love them to not, because it's different. It's different kind of loves in the world. That's why you got to know love languages, But my desired, where I'm headed is to love unconditionally, wholeheartedly. Friends, family, strangers, even the ones that are not so nice to me, It's kind of like when you look in those videos and the lady, we all have seen those like videos where a murderer like kills their son or something, or a family member, and they look up and they hug that person and they give them love. Or like the lady where the man had killed her son, and when he got out of prison, she allowed him to come to her house and like be and eat and take care of him. And people are like, that's fucking crazy. That's unconditional love. It simply allows you to be in whatever that being is. And by that radical unconditional acceptance, you are forever changed, just how those people in the video are. And it's not something I've just seen. I've experienced it myself. The more that I remove the judgments and having to show up and be a certain way and look and have this and have that, like, okay, it just, shit, a girl could breathe. I could flow. So this is not here to persuade you. This is not here to do anything, because one thing that I've realized, we're all being programmed. Even like my love muffins that, deal with me. You know what I'm saying? Tori pushing, everybody's a pusher here. I'm pushing love. I'm pushing self-love and hope, My agenda here is for you to love yourself unconditionally, for you to experience radical self-worth, radical self-acceptance, radical self-love, smothered and buttered and unconditional. So what I'm feeling with every fiber in myself. The truth is, the more that you allow yourself to be in all your bliss and all your shit, this is when you can wholly experience yourself. You can wholly experience who you are, which is love in physical form. You can experience being okay with your so-called flaws, or parts of you that, if someone else seen, you will be ashamed of. Though you have things, they don't define you. It's kind of like that thing, become nothing to become everything. And I'm just going to end with this. When I sat and I was digesting all of this, I was talking to my inner child, and she was like, that's what I mean when you tell me you love me, but you really were not loving me, because you were only loving me when I read the personal development books, when I got up and went to the gym, when I checked off this list that you gave me. That's when you loved me. And I'm about to cry now because I had to apologize to myself. I had to apologize to my inner child. So maybe you found yourself doing that to you. And I don't know all the plans, I don't know. I don't know where this road is going to take me. I just really don't know. But what I do know is I'm fucking done. I am not putting an expectation on me, but just to be me. And whatever that fucking being is. And whatever that fucking being is, that's what everybody's going to get. And that's it. Period. And on some days, it's amazing. There we go. And on some days, it's shitty. There we go. But the bets are off. And again, I don't play to win. I'm not playing this game to win. I'm playing this game to have fucking fun at life. You understand me? That's why I'm playing life. I'm not playing to win. I'm not playing to win. I'm playing to enjoy. I'm playing for the experience. And when you just say that, all that shit that you piled on yourself to be and feel just went left. Okay. And that might sound crazy to somebody, but that's my truth. And I just got to tell my truth. And I just have to put this video out there, this recording, because it's not a video. I just I was sitting with this and I was like, man, I'm fucking mind blown, and I'm apologizing to my inner child, hugging myself. And I'm just like, girl, don't worry. Boo, you about to cut up. I get it now. I get it now. And, I don't know if this is the first time you're ever listening to me, but, I all the time, check in with my inner child. I acknowledge my inner child. And I know that it's me, but I know that it's a part of me that I carry. And I give her space. And that might sound crazy, but that's my truth. So I just want to encourage who is listening to this to do something today that you just allow yourself to be. You allow yourself to experience unconditional acceptance of self. Do something like that. Do something like that. Just really accept you as you are right now, this very moment. Not who you're going to be tomorrow, not the vision that we see. I love you right now. You right now in this moment is worthy. You are amazing. You are showing up every fucking day in a world that constantly tells you not to. Let that be the rebel. That's the rebel. You don't need to cover your shit. You don't need to run from your fart. You don't need to do that. It's accepted. It's worthy. And if they don't like the smell, let them go. If they want to clear the room, fine. You got more room to do, you boo. But no more are we just going to keep smothering and fucking hiding ourselves. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that on my neck of the woods. And I hope that you are making a sound decision not to do that on your neck of the woods, okay? We being authentic. We are being real. And you know what? I am posting this fucking video and I'm not going to edit it. So you're going to see me figure things out in this whole session. But this is where we're headed now. Realness. Probably the next video I'm going to edit it and make it real cute. But for this one, this is what we're doing. We're getting the raw, uncut, unedited version. It's time. The movement is unconditional acceptance of fucking self. That's what it's about. And then when you do that, you get to play with life. You get to see what feels really good to you and what's authentic. You know, are you a daisy? Are you a rose? Are you fucking nothing? What is it? So, I love you guys so freaking much. I don't know where I'm going to post this. Probably on YouTube and Instagram. But I just want to say I love you. And radically accept yourself. You're amazing. You're nothing. We're not even going to throw titles. You don't need to be nothing. Your nothingness is more than enough. Okay? All right, guys. I love you so much. And I will catch you later. Take care.